Hi everyone, I am Denise with Healthy Living with Denise. I am a health and wellness coach, a certified aromatherapist, and a licensed spiritual healer. I also volunteer my time with American Diabetes Association. But that is enough about me. I'm actually here and honored to be interviewing Hollywood actor Adoni Maropis. So many of you may already recognize him from his roles in feature films such as Troy, Hidalgo, and The Scorpion King. He's best known for his work on season 6 of the TV show 24, where he played the primary bad guy, Abu Fayyad, and his portrayal of Quan Chi in Mortal Kombat Conquest. So thank you for your time, for coming today, and welcome to the studio. How are you?
Well, thank you for having me. Hello, everyone.
You are so welcome. So IMDb shows that you have 50 acting credits to your name, and you have several works that are coming out as well. So can you tell us a little bit about those projects?
You know, it's tough to keep up with IMDb, but I do have some projects coming up that are fan films of. I was recently at the Star Trek convention in Las Vegas, and I was announced to be in the new fan film. It's a Star Trek fan film called Axanar. And I also have, I think before that, a fan film for, I was going to say Superman, it's Supergirl. And I'll be playing the ultimate villain, Lex Luthor, the famous villain of all time. So that should be fun. I always have things coming up, and a script that I've written with my father that is my big passion of all time. And so that's, looking forward to the future and what's going to happen. So.
Oh, well, and we look forward to seeing those performances as well. By looking at you, you are very fit. I think you look fantastic. And I don't think anyone would peg you as someone that has type 1 diabetes. And it is my understanding that you were actually diagnosed at a very, very young age. And if you don't mind, can you just share your diabetes story with us?
Well, it's funny. Thank you for saying that, by the way. You look great as well. And my journey has been my whole life. I've been a diabetic. I've known no other life. So at 18 months old, I went into a coma, and then everything was discovered, and my dad went into this seminar with the most renowned diabetic endocrinologist, and he told my dad, and afterwards, because my dad is a doctor, went up to him afterwards, and he said, what's the prognosis for my son? And he said, well, to be honest, your son is going to be weak, thin, sick, in and out of hospitals his whole life, and certainly dead by the age of 25. So my dad was like, oh my God. So why I didn't die, why I survived, has been something that I've wondered my whole life. And I came up with 3 things. I think the keys to success as a diabetic and in life are love, be enveloped with love, people that love you, laughter, bring laughter to your life. And I brought a lot of laughter to my family, so I would do impersonations, and that's how my acting career happened, because my dad realized that I have this sort of talent in impersonating people and all that. So I used to make my family laugh all the time. So love, laughter, and fitness. I realized somehow, some way, it was just this natural thing that came to me that, wow, when I work out, I feel good. When I make people laugh, I feel good. When I laugh, I feel good. When I'm surrounded with love, I feel good. So the 3 key things, really, I think nutrition is very important, but minimizing stress is so key to everything in life, I think. So always have sort of, we used to go to the doctors, and the nurse would say, well, what does Adoni eat? Or, what does he do? And my dad would tell him, or I would tell them, and the nurse would say, oh my God, he's going to be horrible. He's going to be this and that. And I'd be panicked, and my father would say, just relax, just calm down, we'll see what happens. And the test results would come back, and they'd say, well, I don't understand how he can be, in such good shape and so whatever. I'm like, well, my dad would say, see what I tell you, just relax, just don't panic, So, my journey the ups and downs of being a diabetic are pretty amazing. I had low blood sugar reactions thousands of times, and I'd wake up nightmares, and my world was leaving. I was like in a twilight zone, and I'd go screaming and yelling, and every time I sat with my father, his arm around me, just saying, just relax, everything's gonna be okay. So, you get through all that stuff, and you have these times when you don't think you're gonna survive, but you do, and you basically survive by, struggling to the refrigerator and eating the refrigerator, So I did a lot of eating the refrigerator back in those days, but, you have to deal with peer pressure, you have to deal with everything. But again, just being consistent with things in life, I think, is important. Consistently have the love, laughter, and fitness. And working out every day is what I do, no matter what. If I travel, I traveled for a TV show in Toronto, and I remember at 5 o'clock in the morning, I finally got to my room, and I ran like not quite 1,000 steps up and down, and then I ate something afterwards. So, not too many people do that. That's extreme, but just being consistent, 15, 20 minutes a day, riding a bike, something like that. Anyway, I can go on because my life has been, basically, I say being a diabetic, and I know the diabetic world says, say I have diabetes, but to me, that doesn't fit. I am that, I accept it, and I live with it. So I have a different perspective than what doctors, and that's another thing, doctors have their way, what they've read, but you're the president of who you are. So you take control of it and you tell them what you need. And hopefully a good doctor will say, well, you know what, it works for you, or you know what you're doing. You're monitoring it. You're your own scientist. So that's important. Don't let other people just say, you do this, you do that. No, you feel it out. It's your life. So anyway.
Yeah, so I think that's great, because I do believe in we are our own person, and we really know what's good for our bodies. So basically just staying in tune with what works for you, and for you that is love, laughter, and just reducing stress. And so probably for reducing stress for you, that would be exercising. Like I'm sure that if you don't exercise one day, you probably feel like you're dying.
Oh my God, I feel like I'm wasting away. It's like,
Yeah. But that also brings me to something that I found on your website. It's called, actually tell us the meaning behind your catchphrase. And actually, I think you know which phrase I'm referring to.
He who laughs last. I was trying to say to my dad, the saying, he who laughs last laughs loudest. Okay, so I was trying to say that, and I was saying, Baba, I heard this saying, he who laughs lasts, he who laughs lasts, no. And I said, wait, Baba, I said, he who laughs lasts. And he goes, that's good. He goes, let me send that to Reader's Digest. They take sayings that are, turned inside out and around, and they'll have it in their book. And I said, okay, great, he who laughs last. So it became my moniker, he who laughs last, because that's what I was making. My brother always says, you're the funniest guy who ever lived. And people don't see that in me because they see the evil villain. They see the athlete. But I'm really a goofy, silly person. I think it's important to be goofy and silly, So, but it never came out on the Reader's Digest. Never did. But I saw it in a book one time when I went to college, and I saw this guy holding a glass of wine, and he's going, he who laughs last is the title. And I looked at the book, and it said something like, author with Reader's Digest. I'm saying, that son of a gun stole my. Now I don't. That's how I remember it. It might not be exactly what it was, but I remember him smiling. I was thinking, you son of a gun stole my saying.
I love that story. Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, I do really think that you set an amazing example for those that are in the same boat as you. So I would have to say, so what would be your best advice for those newly diagnosed type 1 diabetics?
Wow, that's tough. Because I am so different than any other diabetic I know, so I don't want to give advice that would lead someone astray, because I don't have the blood testing stuff attached to me. I don't have the insulin pump. I don't have any of that. I do it the old-fashioned way, like a caveman. People make fun of me. Other diabetics who see me, they're laughing at me, and doctors are always trying to change me, but a good doctor says, you know what, it's working for you, so stick with it. So obviously listen to your doctor, research, again, you have to have a good team around you, loving parents, uncle, grandfather, brothers, whoever. So, but, feel it out, just, I am not, to me, it's never been that technical. It is, I write down all my blood sugars and all that and give my shots, but I give 6 to 10 shots a day minimum. And so that's my thing. Other people don't give a shot at all. They give, so you feel it out, whatever works for you. I don't want things attached to me. I like going outside without my shirt on, and working out and falling on the ground and things like that and rolling around. So whatever works for you. There are many ways to make this work. So just make it work. And hopefully you have other people around you that are there to support you and love you and make you laugh, and you make them laugh, and stay fit. That's it.
I love that. So I think you are a great inspiration to those suffering with type 1 diabetes. And so thank you for sharing that. I think that's really wonderful. And I know that you have places to go today, so I'm not going to keep you much longer. So I do want to say that we are very, very fortunate to have you here today. I know that you came into town to support another nonprofit.
Can I add to that before you do it? So I came here for the ping pong charity, Ping Pong Gives. Ping pong has been so important in my life. I feel like I'm going to cry, actually. Playing ping pong with my father, it's an incredible, ping pong to me represents, I'm a national champion, I'm a US Open champion, but I don't care about that at all. It's the connection you make with people, and the connection I have with my father and my brothers. It represents love, laughter, and fitness. It has all those elements. So to me, everybody should have a ping pong table. And a ping pong table is so easy to put in your house, somewhere, someplace, in the garage, and just play and connect and forget about the world. Just let go, relax. And it's like kind of letting your brain relax with life and all its stresses. So ping pong means a lot to me. And that's why I'm so happy to come here and support Ping Pong Gives, and that's it.
Oh, well, thank you very much. So safe travels, and also I want to add, you are welcome. So on behalf of the American Diabetes Association, I have a little goodies bag for you. So please take that with you.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Like sugar cookies in here?
Well,
wow, well thank you very much. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. And again, thank you so much.